a deep relaxation, I can say, inside. That happens, aligning to or saying yes to Swamiji's vision and mission.
Beautiful, Ma. Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your experience, Dr. Shanti, and we hope to have you back many more times to share your beautiful experiences with all of us. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming and joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for giving this opportunity to share Devi Parashakti's blessing. Her blessing is for the whole cosmos. So many times, every moment, every Parashakti reading, when we sit, Akashic reading, it is such a sweet nectar feeling. They are not words. It is just Amrita poured into our being. Her walk itself is so sweet. Every word that comes out is nectar. Listening to that is enough for the soul to celebrate, to experience the ultimate. These are very, very special moments when she calls out a name that cannot be denied. But just connecting to Akashic readings of Parashakti, listening to her, there is no language. Her blessing is beyond language and beyond any limitations. It's from the cosmic plane that she showers. It is such a joy to share that what she has showered on this being, to share with everyone. And that same celebration or that showering that she has done, when we share, it reaches to every being who listens to this. It is she who is talking through us. It is she who is showering all that through this being to the whole universe. So it is for me also, for this being also, it's a celebration, it's a joy, it's a bliss to share. I'm so thankful and grateful for giving this opportunity. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much for coming live and sharing. And dear viewers, before we move on to our next segment, let's take a short break.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great
to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that. Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
That was a very powerful sharing by Dr. Shanti from Bangalore. How her very being melts in devotion. When we hear to the devotees sharing about their experiences with Swamiji, their experiences with Devi Parashakti, we get to enjoy those experiences, and those experiences kindles our memories, our experiences, how we experienced Swamiji, how we experienced the avatar, and how each and every one of us are experiencing the avatar in our unique ways. Now, let's listen to one more sharing of her experience, one of the devotees' experience with Devi Parashakti and with the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Nithyanandam, welcome dear viewers. We heard the beautiful leelas of Bhagavan Sundareshwara and the great way Bhagavan Sundareshwara and Devi Parashakti manifested in Madurai as Ellamalla Siddhar, and how Paramashiva continued to perform the miracles in the lives of the Nayanmars, and not just then as Sundareshwara, or not just in the life of Nayanmars, even today. The 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva and Devi Parashakti are continuously manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And today we have many, many devotees joining us from around the world to share their excitement, their joy, their experience with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi Parashakti herself. First joining us on the line is Ma Kala Devi from New Zealand. Nithyananda Ma. Nithyananda, thank you so much for joining us for your sharing today. If you can kindly introduce yourself, where you're from, your name, and also how long you've known Swamiji.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Kailasa Ananda, and I live in New Zealand. I'm a Hollywood film makeup artist. I'm currently in Australia filming, and I met Swamiji in 2007.
Wow.
I was in New Zealand, yes. I was in New Zealand, and at that time, in 2007, I think there were about 50 videos only. That was right at the beginning, and I came upon one of Swamiji's videos, and I watched the first one, and then stayed up the whole night and watched all 50 of them. And
oh my God.
And my daughter, who was only 5 at the time, I was just giving her yogurt and cheese. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do anything, just watch these videos. And the last video, Swamiji said, if you think you're experiencing me by watching me in video, he said, you need to be in my presence. And then the next day, I was on a plane and I took my daughter. And so that's how it happened. That I just saw Swamiji and I just knew I had to be with him. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, amazing, Ma. Well, there are so many things that I wanted to point out to all our viewers watching us. You know, if you had watched one of Swamiji's videos, you will know exactly what Ma Kala Devi is sharing. You just can't stop. You know, it's just like pulls you one after the next, one after the next. And I'm sure every one of us who have been following Swamiji on YouTube will totally agree to what Ma Kala Devi is saying. And this was way back in 2009. So that was 2007, 14 years back. The YouTube channel had just started. So we started the official YouTube channel in the year 2006. So in 2007, there were about 50 videos. And that channel with 50 videos in 2007 has now grown to more than 10,000 videos. And we have more than 300 subscribers. And the YouTube has been one of the most important channels to reach the message of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to the world. Maximum number of people, humanity have connected to the Supreme Pontiff through YouTube. He is one of the most watched, spiritual gurus on YouTube. So beautiful, Ma. You couldn't stop watching until you finished all 50. And at the end of the 50th one, you hear. Wow, this is like a perfect Hollywood movie. Script. This is like, oh my God. Beautiful, Ma.
I just have to say this, and it was during the time where we were having, there was an actor strike, so we weren't filming, and my funds were very, very low. I was living off my savings, and I didn't have money for a ticket for myself and my daughter. And we manifested the next day 2 round-trip first-class tickets, and that's how Swamiji brought me to him. And that was that's how it started. And then all the miracles happened one after another after that. That's how that happened.
So
and I received the 2 first-class free tickets is because sometimes when you're on a TV series, they give you round-trip tickets. These weren't used. And generally when the production closes, you can't go back and get these tickets. They're gone. They move on. The accountants leave. They're on to another thing. But I really pursued. It was almost, it could like zero. 0.0001% it would happen. And I called and I called and I called and I got the tickets. And that's how it
Wow.
happened. Yeah.
Wow. And where did you meet Swamiji first?
In Seattle.
Oh, so you flew from New Zealand all the way to Seattle.
Yes. And I just found out last week that one of the Seattle disciples said, I remember when you came because they were saying, there's some woman coming from New Zealand. She saw Swamiji on YouTube. She's coming from New Zealand. And that must have been me.
I'm sure it was you flying all the way across the world from one corner, New Zealand, to all the way to the other end, which is, Seattle. Amazing, amazing story. So what is your experience of Devi Parashakti that you would like to share?
Oh, okay, yes. First, I have to say, since the darshan, it's like Devi's eyes are right here. They're right in front of me, and they have been in front of me. It's been 5 days. It's like when I'm looking out, I only see her eyes. I'm looking through her eyes. It's just the most beautiful experience. I was really, really looking forward to this darshan, and it was the kind of darshan where the screen is split, and so Devi is looking at me, and I'm looking at Devi Parashakti. So, that was just so powerful. And one of the things that I wanted to ask Devi is, my mother had passed away a year ago. And although I knew that my mother was in the fold of Swamiji, still I had sadness. And on a being level, I knew, but I had the sadness that I experienced actually every morning. So when I'd go to work in the morning, I'd do my puja, I'd have a big cry, just missing my mother, missing holding her hand, missing kissing her, missing everything about her. And it didn't seem to stop. It's been a year, and I've been crying every morning, sometimes at night. And then after I cry, I'm good. I don't even think about her. I just go on my day working on the film set. But it's been a year, a little bit over a year, and that's what I wanted to ask her. So when finally my name, and it was my turn, and I wanted to tell the Divine Mother, the mother about my mother, like the Maha Mother about my mother. I couldn't get the words out. There was so much emotion, but what was so beautiful is she was looking at me and she knew. And then I said, I have so much pain. I feel so much sadness. And she said the most beautiful thing. She said, she said that my mother was in Kailasa with her. And she said that, that she would come in my dream and she will give me darshan, and that only goodness and blessings will be sent to me. And at that moment, I felt a visceral shift. And then she said, I will take all of your pain and your suffering from your mind. And that's what it was. It was just my mind that was getting in the way. And it happened. And so what happened is that so much bliss exploded in me for days. And my whole being relaxed. Something extraordinary happened to me. The tears were flowing for days and days, but I was just in this ecstasy, continuously dancing, so light, just knowing my mother's in Kailasa. Oh my God, how wonderful is that? So no sadness. The crying has there is no crying in the morning, there's no crying at night. It's just such a restful place I have in my heart for my mother. It's quite beautiful. And only she could have done that, you know, and I just feel so blessed. So blessed.
Wow.
And everyone could relate to that too, because everyone, on this film that I'm working with, there are 3 women that have lost their mothers, and one woman, because we were talking about it, and they're all crying as they're talking about it. And one woman lost her mother 15, 16 years ago, and she's still crying.
She's
And
still having the pain.
she still has the pain, and I just think to myself, oh, they, how blessed are we? How blessed are we to have this opportunity to be showered upon? And before I began with this first question, Devi said to me, I am giving you all the arts, and I'm giving you the name Kaladevi. That to me that just brought my name to another whole. I know when I do makeup now, it's just going to explode. You know, I was concerned. I was a little concerned because of what's happening in terms of mandating certain things and having, but now I know that the art that I'm giving, that she has given to me, how can anyone refuse? Like, it won't matter. They'll just, oh, you have to find a way to bring her in. That was such a blessing to know that my name comes from that space.
Wow.
So, and so much more. I received so many. The beautiful thing is when you ask for something, then Amma says, and what more do you want, daughter? Like, ask more, ask more. It's like a never ending of giving and compassion. Oh, so much, so much. Yes. And
so beautiful, Ma. And I actually wanted to tell all our viewers, Ma, Kaladevi had a private dial the avatar call with Devi Parashakti herself. So all the Padapuja participants who have not had their dial the avatar call, you get an opportunity to ask your question directly to Devi Parashakti. And Devi Parashakti directly interacts with you, reveals from the Akashic readings. So it was like an one-on-one interaction Makala Devi had with Devi Parashakti during the Dial Avatar blessing call, where Parashakti asked her, what more you want? What more you want? Keep asking. And, you know, she gave her all the blessings and the boons, and we can see the glow and the smile and the happiness radiating through Makala Devi's space. Just imagine you get to interact with Devi Parashakti, and she is continuously asking you, just ask what more you want, what more you want, what boons you want. So beautiful, Makala Devi. And anything else that you would like to share about your Devi Parashakti experience?
Well, there are so many boons, but well, one thing that she did say, and I had to look it up on the internet. Well, I can just I'll share a few things, and one of the things is I didn't ask for wealth, and the reason why I didn't ask for wealth is because I've been showered with so much from Swamiji. So I didn't even go there. And then I realized, oh my goodness, if I'm not asking for it, because past, present, and future all exist at this moment, it's already here. And so that was quite beautiful. I didn't ask for that. And so, but what's great when you have the one-on-one is Devi can read on your being, can hear what your being is saying, even though I'm not verbalizing it. And so she gave me some boons that I didn't ask for. But one thing that she did say is she's giving me the 16 wealths. And I thought, oh my goodness, what are they? After the next morning, I thought, I need to find out what are the 16 wealths. And I looked them up. And there's nothing that is left out of there. So shall I share with you what the 16 wealths are? I couldn't believe it.
Yes, yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead. I'm sure all our viewers are curious what those 16 wealths are because so many have heard Devi Parashakti bless that. So please go ahead and share for the benefit of our viewers.
Okay, the first one is fame. The second one is knowledge. The third one is courage and strength. The fourth one is victory. Now that one, that's one I never would have thought of, and I really would love that one. Children. The sixth one is valor. The seventh one is gold, precious stones, and valuables. The eighth one is grains. I would consider that like organic food overflowing in the garden. The ninth is happiness. 10th is bliss. 11th is intelligence. 12th is beauty. 13 is higher goals, higher thinking, and meditation. 14 is morality and ethics. 15 is health. And 16 is long life.
Wow. Everything comes under this. What more can you even think or ask for?
No, no, I will say higher goals, thinking, and meditation, we think of that as enlightenment. Yes, there's nothing left out, nothing. You can live to 200. You can have everything. Oh, it's just too good to be true. There's no room for self-doubt in anything anymore. There's no room, nothing. It's all given. And then and there was more that, of course, that Amma said to me, but the last thing when she says, is there anything more that you want? Could you imagine, like after this, it was like, well, that's everything. There's nothing. So it's such a beautiful blessing. I encourage everyone to do the one-on-one. It's, amazing.
Beautiful. Just one last thing I wanted you to share. I know you are on your path to becoming a Sarvingapita Ejaman. Being a part of Kailasa, wanting to contribute your time, talent, and treasure to Kailasa. So what is it that made you take that decision or made you take that step towards becoming a part or by being a Sarvingapita Ejaman, contributing to Kailasa? What made you take that step?
Well, Swamiji has given me so much. And I just want to say, since Swamiji's been in my life, my career has just gone in a skyrocket direction. So everything is, my relationships, everything's bigger, everything expanded. My circle of influence expanded, my bank account expanded, my relationships were more harmonious and more fulfilling. I was more fulfilled. So much was happening for me that I wanted to give back. And of course I want to give back in a way that is going to help others. So even when it comes to Pada Puja, for me, I know that the Pada Puja goes to the sadhus and the monks. So I want to help them. And so I want to give to help because I have so much. I've been given so much. I just, love Swamiji so much that I just want to give him, I want to create whatever I can to help the mission. And it's happening. And it's happening. And when I first began my Savanyavita, when I first gave my initial, I was a quarter way there. I just gave it. And I really, my accountant says, how could you give this money? You're only supposed to give 10%. It's too much. The IRS is going, and the IRS did get in touch with me. They went because they didn't understand. I had to show the papers and everything was okay. But that came back in such a multitude of ways in my work. And so I don't think about that anymore. I don't worry about that anymore. I just know how it works. I know that's how it works.
Wow.
It's the mathematics of the cosmos.
The mathematics of the cosmos. So beautifully put, Makala Devi. Thank you so much for your kind contribution, your support, and for coming live and sharing your experience, enriching the whole world. Because we all need to understand how things work. We all need to know where we need to contribute, where we need to actually even putting your lifetime investment, where we need to contribute, where you need to take that step to support the cosmos, to support some global cause, which comes back as so much of blessings and showerings. And especially at this time when the world is going through this COVID pandemic, take the step in the right direction. Take the step in a way which can earn you the cosmic currency, which can always keep your family healthy, wealthy, having manifesting all the best auspicious things in life. Come and join Kailasa, the best place you can put your offerings, your investments, your life into. So come and be a part of Kailasa in any and every which way. Inviting everyone who's watching this to sign up to be a Sarvajñapita Ejaman to contribute to Kailasa. Thank you so much, Ma Kaladevi, for coming and sharing your experience live.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. And before we move on to the next devotee who's here eagerly to share her experience. And welcome back to your viewers. That was a very powerful sharing from Ma Kaladevi, who just shared how Swamiji just showers and showers to us, just continuously asking what more you want, and continuously blessing us and showering us. And in the next segment, actually, we are going to be sharing with you how each of us can experience that feeling connection with our beloved Swamiji. Each of us can experience the deep devotion, love, and surrender to Devi Parashakti and to the Nija Avatara through whom Devi Parashakti is manifesting, our beloved Swamiji. And I would like to start the segment by reading a very short story from the Living Enlightenment book, which is the all-time book, which was called as the Gospel of Swamiji's Teachings, which is a compilation of the various teachings of Swamiji, so beautifully presented. And I would like to read a story from the Living Enlightenment book. The story goes, one evening, a man was searching hard for something in the courtyard in his house. His wife asked him what it was. And he replied that he had dropped a gold coin. His wife also joined in the search. Soon, others gathered, and practically the whole neighborhood was searching for the lost coin. Suddenly, one neighbor asked the man, where exactly did you drop the coin? How come we haven't found it yet? The man replied, oh, I lost the coin inside the house. Everybody searching became angry and asked him, then why are we searching here outside the house? The man replied, the problem is I have no lights inside the house. So I started searching by the light of the street lamp here. He didn't have any light inside the house and he started searching by the street lamp outside of the house. Now, this is what many of us do. This is exactly what we do in our own lives. We all are experts in searching for answers in the wrong places. We search for answers everywhere, in movies, in money, in power, in relationships, in ideologies. But we don't move in the one obvious direction, which is inwards, and which has the solution for every problem of ours. So, such a beautiful story. It looks very ridiculous when it is a story, right, where somebody is searching somewhere else. But that's what we do all the time. Each of us have so many faced with many challenges, sometimes, in job or in relationships, in career, or in so many different aspects. In health, we face challenges, we face difficulties, we face conflicts, but always we look for answers in the wrong places. And we always try to say that that is because of the external situation, because of the person. But all we need to do is look for the answers in the right place, which is inwards. And Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Vedic tradition, has always said only this one truth. The world that we experience is our own creation. If we want something in the world to be changing, we need to look at why am I creating this specific situation? How can I alter it to manifest what I want? Life is simple and straightforward. That is what Sanatana Hindu Dharma teaches. That is why Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a religion of peace, complete non-violence, because I know that what I'm experiencing in life is my own creation. It is not because of external factors. You become violent, you become, you resort into any sort of a religious terrorism or any war only when you realize that somebody else is exploiting you. You feel exploited, you feel violated, you become angry, you respond. But the Vedic tradition has always teaches us that you are your own creator. We manifest the life that we want. And for us to change it, to manifest it the way we want it to be, we need to only work with ourselves first. Such a beautiful story, and it is so apt to what we are going to be seeing in this specific segment, which is what are the ways that I can manifest the reality that I want in life. And for that, you need only one thing: a deep devotion, surrender, and gratitude at the divine lotus feet of your Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So, in this segment, let us take a look at the various offerings that we can make to Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's take a look. What are the various ways we can connect with Devi? What are the various offerings that we have to Devi Parashakti? Let's take a look. The first offering we have is the offering of E-Hundi. Now, E-Hundi offering is an offering you make out of your deep devotion, gratitude. Just thinking about Devi Parashakti, you feel so blessed. You feel like, I want to do something. I want to experience her. And you literally feel like, Devi's presence is there in your life and she is constantly blessing you and showering you. And you will literally feel she guiding you in every step of the way. It's not like, okay, I asked for something, it came and I'm done. No, constantly we connect with the divine. Constantly we pray to the divine and we want the divine blessings, divine to shower her blessings upon us. So now let's see, what is the E-Hundi offering? In the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, we have various ways we make our offering to. Let's take a look at the offering. Offering is a gift, gift, pure love, devotion, and oneness. It consists of two parts: giving and receiving. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. Offering is made out of fear. Apologizing for the technical glitch. Now, what is the significance of offering? Offering is a giving of divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of two parts: one, giving; two, accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. Offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. Now let us first take a look at the Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti. Indhuni bhavedakaravakni nayanam syat pankajavara bhayajapaksharayuktam angahimabhushana vichitravasanam syat tunkamakutochvala manonmani swarupam. Dhyana Shloka are shlokas which describe the very form of Devi Parashakti, so that we can just chant the verses and meditate on the divine form of Devi Parashakti. Let us now take a look at the meaning of this beautiful verse. Moonlight face holding Vedas books on hand, fires in eyes with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with Jabamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments, in wonderful clothes and shining big crown. Her name is Manonmani. It is the Mula Agama, Manonmani Dhyana, which describes the beautiful form of Devi Parashakti. And the next reference we have also to the Dhyana Shloka, the next Dhyana Shloka, which also describes the beautiful form of Devi Parashakti. Jayet Devim Trinetram Sashini Bhavadanam Vedahastam Dadhanam Savye Padmam Varadam Apare Cha Bhayam Shakshamalam Divyairabharanairvibhushitatanam Brahmadibhih Pujitam Devimeva Manonmanim Pratidinam Kamartadatrim Shubham. I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like a moon, and hold Veda lotus and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods, and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. Beautiful description of Devi Parashakti. Just listening to it and visualize the form of Devi Parashakti and connect with her. And in the Vedagamic tradition, you will see that many of the offerings are made in gold, and the gold is considered a very divine element in the Vedic tradition. There is a reference in the Atharva Veda. It says, Treta Jatam, Treta Jutam, Janma Nedam Hiranyam, Agnerekam Priyatatmam Bhabuva, Somasya Kair Insitasya Parapatata. It says gold is present. The very significance of the gold. Gold is considered a divine element according to Vedic tradition. Gold is present in all the scriptures, Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that the gold is the most auspicious and the purest metal, which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritualistic feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for various purposes. Now, the Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of the rivers of gold. This river was called Hiranmaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. Gold is a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So now let's take a look at the various offerings to Devi Parashakti. The first offering is the offering of the E Pundi. Now the reference from Lalita Sahasranama says, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha, Shambhavi Sharadharadhya, Sharvani Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion. She removes all the fears. If there is any fear in the minds of the devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that the Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here it is meant that the autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship becomes stronger. So Devi is addressed by various names: Shambhavi, the consort of Lord Shiva; Sharada Radhya, worshipped by Sharada; Sharvani, the wife of Lord Shiva; Sharma Dhaini, the one who bestows happiness on the devotees. You can offer your gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti by making the E-Hundi offering. The next offering we have is that of the Sankalpa chanting, where you offer your conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti. The reference we have beautifully from Devi Mahatmyam. It says, Tayaitanmohyate Vishwam Saiva Vishwam Prasuyate Saya Chitta Cha Vijanam Tushta Ruddhim Prayachati. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed without interest in anything. You can offer the Sankalpa chanting for just $1 per person. You can offer it by visiting www.kailasamela.com/sevas. The next offering we have is the offering of the Sahasra Nama Swarnakasu, the gold coin offering, where in each of the gold coin, one of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti is inscribed. That's why it's called Sahasra Nama, 1008 names. So Devi is called Nama Parayana Prita. She really enjoys the repetition of her own name. And because when we chant, it is not that Devi enjoys her own pride or her own significance. No, she enjoys when we connect with her, when we connect with the Devi Parashakti, and when we offer our gratitude to Devi Parashakti, and when we chant her various names, we experience those dimensions being awakened in us. That is why she enjoys, because it flowers, it empowers us, it makes us flower in devotion to Devi Parashakti. So the offering of the gold coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names and receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti, awakened in us. So you can go ahead and offer the Sahasranama Swarnakasu by visiting the website www.kailasamela.com/sevas. The next offering we have is the offering of the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. A beautiful reference from Meenakshi Pancharatnam. It says, Muktahara Lasatkirita Ruchiram Purnendu Vakta Prabham Sinjannu Pura Kinkini Manidharam Padma Prabham Basuram Sarvabhishta Palapradam Girisudam Vani Ramase Pitam Meenakshim Pranadosmi Santatamaham Karunyavaram Nidim. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has a garland of pearls and face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of the lotus, who grants all the wishes. So the reference beautifully, it says the offering of the Mukta Anguti, and who grants all the wishes, who is the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Mani and Rama. Offer the finger ring with a pearl and receive the blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. So you can make an offering to Devi Parashakti. The Mukta Anguti offering comes in 3 different sizes: $251, $500, and $750. So each of these offerings, see, when you make a finger ring offering to Devi, you will feel like literally, like, you visualizing and experiencing the very divine feet of Devi, or experiencing the beautiful fingers of Devi Parashakti, like how you would experience your own mother. You will feel that deep connection. You will feel Devi is real. You will feel Devi is responding to you, responding to your prayers. So that is why these offerings are very significant. So the next is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus. This reference is from the Kamika Agama. It says all the kalashas should be wound around with a suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with one lotus with a lotus flower made of gold. Ashtavidyesha Rupeta Kumbha Varna Samyutam Sarve Sasutra Vastradya Hema Pankaja Bhushitaha Sapi Ghana Sakuchaksa Pakva Vilva Padapradaha Snapanodhyaya Samsiddha Pramadena Samanvitaha. Lotus is actually a divine flower, and it is used in so many different places in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. There are hundreds of scriptural references for using lotus. In the worship of Paramashiva, almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves consecration of the deities of worship, or meditating on the mudras and asanas used during worship involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericard, lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower. So the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as a lotus. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered a lotus about to bloom. So offer the golden lotus in any size you wish to, and be blessed to have the state space powers being of Devi Parashakti in your inner space amidst any or every adverse situation in life. The next offering is that of the Swarna Mitti, the golden touring. It's a beautifully reference from the Lalita Sahasranama. Nakadhidi samchanna namajjanatamo guna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha. Devi, whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of devotees who prostrate at your feet. So, offering of the Swarnamiti, the golden touring, to awaken the leadership qualities in us and to have a deep gratitude to Devi Parashakti, you can offer the Swarnamiti, the golden touring. So each of these various offerings, when it is literally to make you experience Devi Parashakti, offering of the touring to Devi, adorning her sacred feet to be in the space of constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects of life. In every situation, when you just surrender to Devi, when you just remember the Guru and just surrender every situation, whatever may be the difficult situation, know very clearly that your cosmic mother, Devi Parashakti, as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is constantly there protecting you and literally guiding you step by step in our way. All we need to do is understand that Swamiji, the divine, is taking care of us, and we just relax in that space. The next offering is that of the Swarna Mangtika, which is a golden hairline jewelry. The reference in the Lalita Sahasranama tells Sudha Sara Bhivarshini, she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from Sahasrara, she who gives a very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry, represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. So it's a beautiful reference. Imagine offering that you can see the Devi wearing the hairline jewelry. So it kind of comes, we call it as a neti chuti. The golden hairline jewelry you can offer to Devi Parashakti just out of your deep love and gratitude. Now, offering of the Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry to Devi, and receive the blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. Experiencing complete completion in your inner space and experience the blessings of Devi Parashakti. The next offering we have is the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the offering of gratitude at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. And the Pratyaksha Pada Puja we have is coming up on the 28th of December, the most significant day to worship the Guru, which is the day when the Guru, the avatar, assumed a human body and blessed us all. So there are so many references in the Hindu scriptures about why we need to worship the lotus feet of the Guru, the significance, the benefits of worshipping the lotus feet. Adi Shankaracharya beautifully says in the Guru Ashtakam, he says, Yesho me gatam dikshu dana pratapa jagat vastu sarvam kare yat prasadat manasche nalagnam guru rangri padme tatakim 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 tatakim. Yeshome Gadam Dikshu Dhana Pratapa means your repute has traveled far and wide. Jagat Vastu Sarvam Kareyat Prasadat. Whatever, all the objects in the world are at your fingertips, in your hands. Manaschena Lagnam Guru Rangri Padme. If your mind is not fixed on the lotus feet of the Guru, what then? What then? What then? What is the use of having all these if your mind is not fixed on the lotus feet of the Guru. So one thing which is a sure shot for success and to manifest whatever you want in your life is a simple devotion to the lotus feet of the Guru and just expressing your gratitude to Devi Parashakti for happening in our lives as our major avatara, the beloved Swamiji, who is an embodiment of Parashakti herself, the cosmic mother, and feeling so grateful for Swamiji to have happened in our lives. Because once a Guru happens in your life, the Guru takes over. The Guru completely takes responsibility for each and every one of our inauthenticity, and he leads us to enlightenment. So we can just relax and just enjoy the journey with the avatar. That's all we need to do. Everything else, just enjoying. Everything else will start happening much more than what we had ever planned in our life when we just have deep devotion to the lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. So the Pratyaksha Pada Puja is happening on the 28th of December, which is the Swamiji's Avatar Dinotsava, the day when the Avatar, the Supreme Pontiff, landed on the planet Earth in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai. Happened in 1978 during the month of Margali Masa and in the Chitra Nakshatra. So at that time, this time we have an opportunity that on that very same day when the avatar assumed the human body, we are offering our gratitude to the avatar. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you for happening in our lives. So with that space of gratitude, we will be, you can register for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. It's only $1,008 and each of us can easily make it happen the minute we decide, because Swamiji will shower you and will remove all the obstacles on your path to offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And Swamiji himself will be gracing at that time live. So that is something not to be missed at any cost at all. So offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and receive the grace and the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and live a life of overflowing gratitude. So you can register for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja by visiting the website www.kailasabelgium.com/sevas. And before we continue to the next segment and more offerings that we have, let's take a very quick break and we'll be right back.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home, without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to all the viewers. And I hope that you had a few minutes to consider making an offering today as far as the Pratyaksha Pada Puja or any of the gold offerings that you can do to Devi for Devi Parashakti. I could say from my personal experience, the experience of offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is an unforgettable, once in a lifetime experience. Perhaps even once in a lifetimes, where you will not be able to offer directly to the Guru, the incarnation of Paramashiva, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. The stories, it beautifully says how when Sri Vairagyananda Swami had a divine darshan of Jagadatri, of literally Parashakti herself, when he had done worship, he had worshipped the Padakas of Sarada Devi, his own Guru. And Jagadatri, the Parashakti, had manifested through his Guru, Sarada Devi, and had literally manifested all the blessings, the grace, the miracles, everything in his life. And of course, being able to literally be in the presence of the divine. Now, you can have that same beautiful opportunity, that same beautiful blessing today with the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And another offering we have is the Vastra Seva. And again, Vastra Seva is an offering that is done during the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. It's an offering that you can do in order to be blessed with the utmost protection with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We have the same Shastra Pramana here that we had chanted before for the worship of the Padukas of Devi Parashakti. Now here we have a summary of all of the various offerings that you can do. E-Hundi offering, the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the Mukta Anguti, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the Swarna Metti, the Swarna Mantika, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and the Vastra Seva. So these 9 offerings are just a few examples that you can offer today, and especially with Jayanti coming up, with the most auspicious celebrations of the 45th anniversary of the anniversary or the Jayanti celebrations, the anniversary celebrations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, celebrating his advent on planet Earth 45 years ago today. Now let us understand and go through exactly the steps of how we can offer. You can visit kailasamailer.com/sevas in order to make go through the further steps and make a payment, make your order for one of these offerings. So as you can see, the kailasamailer.com/sevas will look a little bit like this. Once you get here, you can scroll down and you'll be able to see the offerings for Devi Parashakti Pavasamadhi Darshan. You're going to click on that, and then you can proceed to the payment gateway for any one of these offerings. Yes, so as you can see, once you scroll down on this link, you'll see the Devi Bhavasamadhi Darshan link, and here you'll see the steps. The first is to submit an intention. If you are wanting to make an offering, but perhaps you'd like to wait for some time, you want to offer it on a special occasion, perhaps your own anniversary or your own birthday, then you can submit your intention to offer offer any one of the offerings with this link. And if you are ready to make a payment today, if you're ready to make an offering, then you can go to you can select that you are ready, and you can go and it'll show up with this link. Here you can select in the drop down menu the offering that you want to make, and you can add that to your cart after you've gone through the various different steps. Yes, and then you can view your card here. Make sure that you're not proceeding to make any offerings or make any payments that you're not ready for. And then you can once you have that clear, you can proceed to checkout. So here, once you have proceeded to checkout, you'll be able to fill out all the billing details. Yes, and as you can see, we have a couple of options for which types of credit card are available, and you'll be able to make a payment through this platform. After you've made a payment, don't forget to fill out the Sankalpa Names 2021 form. You can find this form after you've made a payment. You can find this form in the same menu on kailasamailer.com/sevas, and make sure you fill out the form, fill out all the required fields, and fill out your correct information. You do need your payment order number to fill out in this form so that your names are chanted during the puja. This is a very, very important form. So if you're making an offering today, make sure that you are going through the steps and filling out this form especially. Yes. So once again, you can make an offering today, and it's a very easy process. And online itself, you'll be able to search. You can also see for the other offerings that are available through this gateway at kailasamailer.com/sevas. And as you can see, it's very, very easy and straightforward method of making an offering today. And you can also ensure here that you are making a getting to know more about and making plans for Jayanti 2022, which is happening in just a couple of days. It's right around the corner, and each and every one of us can ensure that we are planning. We can plan to make the Pratyaksha Pada Puja offering on this day and many other offerings that will be happening in order to celebrate the avatar, celebrate his happening on planet Earth 45 years ago today. And 45 years ago, the avatar descended on Earth to enlighten people and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Today, he is showering divine blessings on millions across the world, and he is bringing so much of hope, uniting Hindus, and literally creating breakthrough after breakthrough. Even in this time, when so many of us are facing such difficulties in our lives, Swamiji is literally standing as a beacon of hope for each and every one of us and transforming humans to superhumans. So today, you can ensure that you're celebrating with us on the Jayanti day during the Jayanti celebrations. Jayanti is going to be starting on December. Jayanti is on 28th, and the Brahmotsavam will be lasting 28 days, 10 days prior and 10 days after. So the celebrations for Jayanti are a very, very auspicious time. You can learn more at the link kailasamailer.com/sevas. Now, let us enter into understanding a little bit more about Maheshwara Puja. Maheshwara Puja is an offering the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been making for the last 27 years. And it's the best ritual to liberate the soul, even the departed souls. Maheshwara Puja is Hinduism's most ancient ritual, prevalent even today. The ritual is offered in the memory of a person who is no more, who has left the body. And Maheshwara Puja is offered by loved ones of the deceased to bring intense completion. So, if you have a loved one who has passed recently, or if you, or even if your loved ones have passed and would like to offer on their behalf and bring intense completion to their soul and yours, then this is the offering that you can make today. During the Maheshwara Puja, incarnations complete with the departed souls. Maheshwara Puja instantly bestows the performer with peace, completion, and emotional relief to smoothly recover from trauma of a loss of a loved one. I know that many of us might be going through this right now. The grief, the unexpected amount of suffering that comes with losing your loved ones. And you might be experiencing bouts of suffering, of attack, that's when you're not able to control the amount of grief that happens. And this is not just something that is bound to your soul, but that is happening in the soul of the loved one as well. It is something that they are going through as well, and something that is affecting you. And whatever you are going through will affect them as well. So bringing intense completion can be a solution to that immense amount of pain that you might be feeling inside. Completion means living and acting without any hangover of the past incidents, words, actions, or memories. When you are in completion, you will remember past incidents and actions, but they will no longer have power to cause pain or anger or guilt in you anymore. During the Maheshwara Puja, your request for completion is offered in the form of diksha, or food to the avatar. And only the avatar can trace the departed soul in the cosmos and relieve both you and that being, the departed soul, of incompletions. you have your experience of Maheshwara Puja, you're watching now, do share in the comments. I'd love to read some of your experiences. If you have already offered, if you do not offer, you maybe have some questions, you can also comment your questions, and if I can, I'll be able to answer or direct you towards where you can get your answer. Now, there are several different ways in the Hindu tradition that you can offer the farewell or the completion with the ancestors. The tradition says that Bodh Gaya in Gaya, where Buddha became enlightened, where Bhagavan Vishnu's feet are worshipped, the place is well known for energy of Pinda Shraddha, for completion with the departed souls. And also in Badri Ashram, Bhagavan Kalabhairava himself receives Brahma Kapala, holding Brahma's skull, receives a pinda and offers it to Bhagavan Vishnu on our behalf. And finally, in Manasarovar, near Kailasa in the Himalayas, is another place where you can offer this ritual. However, the avatar is said to be all three: the Brahma Kapala, Kalabhairava's body, and the Vishnu's feet. In all three of these places, if you offer at the feet of the avatar, if you offer to the avatar, then it is equivalent to offering in any one of these places and all three of these places. And if it so happens that the departed soul has already taken the next birth by offering Maheshwara Puja, you will be able to relieve them of the karmas, and suddenly the soul starts progressing in their journey, wherever he needs to progress. So the ritual is like completing the completions at both ends. It is a blessing of an incarnation when he sits and accepts the Maheshwara Puja. So why, many of you might be wondering, if you're new to Hinduism, why perform last rites for ancestors? The river Ganga is considered to be as a river which is near the higher lokas. It was there where the Kamandalu of Brahma, means this is the energy, and this is the water energy of existence. So at one point in our history, the river Ganga was not there on planet Earth. And there's a very elaborate Puranic story of Bhagiratha, one of the ancient beings who had, and Puranic characters from our history, who had brought down with his intense tapas and prayer to not just one god, but basically all of the gods. And he had literally brought down the river of Ganga, and in order to offer the last rites for his ancestors. Rishi Bhagiratha had known that his ancestors were suffering due to various reasons. And in that sense, he was also suffering. He understood this truth, and that's why he had ventured in order to complete with the ancestors and work to complete. So he did intense tapas in order to complete with all of his ancestors. He had literally spent years upon years doing intense tapas and all kinds of tapas and penance in order to liberate his ancestors. And finally, at the last, he even had to bring down the river Ganga. He had to negotiate, and he had to pray to Bhagavan Sri Vishnu, Bhagavan Sri Brahma, and Paramashivoham himself in order to ensure that the whole earth was safe if Ganga is cascading down from the heavens. And he had to ensure it in so many different ways. He had to literally his entire life he had to give just for this, just to liberate his ancestors and liberate ultimately himself when he liberates his ancestors, knowing that wherever the Pitrus are stuck is exactly where we will be experiencing somewhere inside of us in our bio memory and muscle memory, a feeling of being stuck, not being able to have a breakthrough, and feeling the aftermath of their pain memories that is inside of us as well. And because Bhagirath did this, the river Ganga literally came down to the earth. But today, each and every one of us has the blessing to be able to offer the Maheshwara Puja and simply, with the blessings of an incarnation, simply be able to liberate our ancestors. It doesn't need so much of tapas, it doesn't need penance, just offering this puja will be able to liberate your ancestors and bring that completion. So here we have again how you can offer at kailasamailer.com/sevas. You can offer the Maheshwara Puja as well. You'll be able to go here on the landing page and see how you can offer, and you can fill out the form for the Maheshwara Puja. And then step 2, make an offering. You can make the payments for offering, and then finally make sure that you're filling out the sankalpa details and upload a photo. A photo is one of the required attributes of the Maheshwara Puja. Just by seeing a photo of the departed soul, you'll be able to offer the Maheshwara Puja just by seeing that picture. The Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will be able to liberate that soul. If you don't have a photograph, you can use an astronomical chart as well. So those are the steps to offer the Maheshwara Puja today. And with this, we'll now be concluding this last segment in today's sessions, today's programs, and be moving on into the next segment, the most exciting segment, the Nithyananda Satsang. You might be going on day to day and you might be continuously caught up in your life, whatever your relationships, your academic career, your financial career, you might be caught up in it every day, but never miss these moments sitting with the avatar and imbibing the powerful cognitions of Sanatana Hindu Dharma and of Paramashivoham. So now we'll be entering into this next segment of today's program, the Nithyananda Satsang. And after that, you can join us for the power manifestation session where you yourself can start to try and play with the powers of Paramashivoham. With this, we'll now be concluding this segment with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavantam Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the divine, with your connecting with the divine, with your eyes closed, is meditation. Connecting with the divine, with your eyes open, is darshan. Come, let us all now move. From meditation, to darshan. Slowly, very slowly. Please open your eyes.
அடையா பயம் தரும் லிங்கம் ஆனந்த நித்தியம் தந்த ஆனந்த லிங்கம் உயிர் காக்கும் ஞான ஒளியாக நித்யானந்தம் தந்த உயர் லிங்கம் தரிசனம் நாடறியவே இவையசைவின் தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம் மறைபொருளாயிருந்து திரை விலகி திருவடி போகும் தரிசனம் பிறை சூடிய சடை நாதனின் திருவுரு தரிசனமே மறைபொருளாயிருந்து திரை விலகி திருவடி போகும் தரிசனம் பிறை சூடிய சடை நாதனின் திருவுரு தரிசனமே அவள் வேண்டி திரளான குஞ்சமுவை தேடி வரும் அல்லவா மறை நான்கின் பொருளுத்த நாளும் கண்டருள கையிலை உதித்ததல்லவா பொருளெல்லாம் தேடி உலகெல்லாம் போடி உயர்ந்துள் உணர்ந்தல்லவா பொருளெல்லாம் தேடி உலகெல்லாம் போடி உயர்ந்துள் உணர்ந்தல்லவா உலகை காத்தருளவே கையிலையில் தரும் என் தரிசனம் தன்னை தான் அறியவே இமையசைவில் தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம்
From obsessive, compulsive, reactionary meditation and self-sabotage means liberating yourself from delusion. Great suffering, identifying yourself with your
கைகள் தந்ததே
obsessive, compulsive reaction
கண்ணில் அசையுதே
and
கோள்கள் என்ன
suffocation it brings in your life.
புவனங்களும் சுற்றிட பொருளும் அருளும் தர மனதில் விலக பரமசிவ தரிசனம் மாயை வென்று விட ஞானம் பெற்று விட மோட்சம் தரும் தரிசனம் சித்த புருஷர்களின் ஞானி யோகிகளின் தவமெனின் தரிசனம் அடியும் முடியையும் ஒன்றாய் காண்பதற்கு கையிலையில் தரிசனம் சதுர்வேத கோஷமுடன் நாத கீதங்களின் ஒளியில் தரிசனம்.
All the suffocation that medicine brings. You start blaming everyone other than you. Reactionary pattern.
மந்தம் தொட்டு பிண்டம்
It is
வரையிலும்
drinking poison.
சாட்சியாகும் ஐயம் தரிசனம்
This obsessive compulsive
சொல்ல வார்த்தை
reactionary pattern. Obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern.
முந்தன் தரிசனம் விஞ்ஞானந்தா 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 ஸ்ரீ அருணகிரீஸ்வர ஈசா பூத்த தமிழ்குடி மக்களினேசா குமரி கண்டமாலும் பரமேசா சங்க தமிழை காக்கும் கைலாசா முட்டி நிறைந்த சிவம் என்று கலத்திடவே என்று சரத்து உள்ளிருந்த கல ஒளி தரிசனம் உலகை காத்தருளே கையிலையும் தரும் இங்கே தரிசனம் கண்ணை காணறியவே இமையசைவிடு தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம்
All the
உலகை
suffocation
காத்தருளே கையிலையும் தரும் இங்கே தரிசனம்
everyone around you.
கண்ணை காணறியவே இமையசைவிடு தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம்
Inside and solving. Attending to. Listen carefully.
Om Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivoham
Listens to my words, my instruction.
Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam
He is blessed.
Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam.
I'm telling this to Indupriyal directly because she walked out of one of her biggest obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern, listening to my words, Guru Vak. I tell you, when I give you a Guru Vak, I put my hand exactly
I welcome you all
on that
with my love
obsessive compulsive
and
reactionary
respects.
pattern.
I welcome all the devotees, disciples,
When you
Samajis,
listen to Guru Vak,
Satsangis,
not only you
Shri
escape
Mahants,
from all
Mahants.
suffocation, side effects, after effects,
Tanedar Kotai,
you are showered with all the
visitors,
blessings and
viewers.
auspicious. I can give you 1,000
Sarvanya Pita
examples.
Yajamans,
I can give you
Kartas.
millions of examples. Every time when people walk out of their obsessive, compulsive,
Vidyeshwara,
reactionary
Ganeshwara, Mantreshwara, Lokeshwara, Astreshwara,
they save
I welcome all
themselves
of you
from
with my love
tons of
and blessings.
sufferings. They pull themselves out of delusion and they are showered with all the good things. One of the most beautiful quality I have seen with Jnanatma.
Paramashiva's message from Kailasa.
I will train her, scream, all that is different. One beautiful
Listen.
quality. End of the day, she will simply obey me.
Physics of the conscious
Guru Vak
sovereignty
is the ultimate. She knows only by obeying me
is all about
she will get out of
building
the obsessive compulsive disorder,
body
obsessive
with
compulsive
a
reactionary
spiritual
disorder.
stamina to hold the conscious sovereignty and radiate the conscious sovereignty.
One decision,
Listen,
Jnanatma has, obeying the Guru Vak. That saves her from
I'm
all
just
the
filled
mess
with the
and all karmas and all delusions.
Paramashiva space.
I have saved
The me I am experiencing
millions
in
of
me
people from their suffering, suffocation,
is the cosmic me, the Paramashiva.
Just by directly pointing out their
And
obsessive,
I also
compulsive,
know
reactionary pattern.
the me you
If I
are
had to give a rough
experiencing in
equivalent for
you
the word
right
prabhava,
now
delusion, I'll give this word only. Obsessive,
is also
compulsive,
part of the Paramashiva's
reactionary
me,
pattern.
cosmic me.
Associating, identifying yourself with that pattern,
With this
And
deep love of oneness,
suffocating yourself and blaming everyone. Oh, this person
you are
made
Paramashiva.
me to believe this
I
pattern.
am Paramashiva. We
This
both
person
put together
is
is
suffocating
part
me.
of Paramashiva.
This person put the pattern in me. This person is torturing me. You blame
He
everyone
has
around the
filled
world
me, awakened me,
other than taking the
enlightened me,
responsibility and
manifesting in
completing and
me
getting out of it. And I have
with
also
that
seen
extreme joy, ecstasy I am
people
sharing
waste
with you.
their time, money,
Raw,
treasure,
naked truth
the
as
life,
it is.
talent, everything in
As it
stupid
is.
sicknesses. Actually, there won't be sickness. It is just obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern becomes so
Listen.
deep in their system. Even they started lying
With
to
extreme
themselves.
love and compassion, I am
They lie
sharing
to
it
themselves
as it is. Listen.
so strongly. They manifest. They create
Spiritual
diseases inside.
stamina means
Actually, there is no disease outside. But if you tell them, they
your
won't listen.
ability
Actually, they don't have any
to
disease. You tell them, they won't
cognize
listen.
Paramashiva,
So I will also tell, okay, give medical care.
letting
they want.
him manifest
Only when they realize
his will,
the Guru Vak, they will get out of the disease.
his experience of himself. That is what is most important.
I tell you,
See,
I have made thousands of people
whoever
achieve liberation,
decides to
enlightenment
trust
itself
my introduction
just
about
by
me,
breaking this one pattern, just by breaking this one
I feel
pattern.
so overwhelmingly
Obsessive, compulsive,
loved by them
reactionary
and loving them.
pattern.
Listen,
Same way, I have made millions
Love
walk out
means
of their diseases, including cancers, just
whoever
by giving basma, sacrifice.
trusts your introduction of
Helping
by
them to walk out of
yourself,
this
about
obsessive,
yourself,
compulsive, reactionary.
you simply love that person and that person simply loves you. Listen, when you trust Krishna's introduction about himself,
I have seen
who he is, how he is, how he feels about himself. Adityanam Aham Vishnu,
suffering,
how Krishna declares
torture
among the
themselves
Adityas.
and others
So,
with
he
this obsessive,
opens
compulsive,
himself.
reactionary pattern. I tell you, if you break from this pattern, you will start
When
living in Anandamaya Kosha.
you feel connected, you decide to feel connected, you choose to like,
Most
love,
your laziness
trust
is obsessive,
what
compulsive.
Krishna introduces about him as as
Your
himself.
irritation, anger,
When you decide to trust,
hunger,
simply
almost everything which
Krishna consciousness
suffocates
manifests in
binds
you.
is obsessive, compulsive desire.
If you decide
reactionary pattern.
to trust the anti-Krishna gang, abusers, their version of Krishna. How Saguni talks about Krishna and Krishna's sexuality.
Only one Guru.
How Shishubala talks about Krishna and Krishna's sexuality.
Stop watching movie.
How
That's it.
Shishubala describes
He asked
Krishna
me, can I watch this movie, that
and
movie?
Krishna's people.
I'll stop Telugu movie.
Shishubala may give very valid,
devotion. I said, nothing.
logical evidences
Stop
for your
watching.
independent investigation.
And I tell you,
He may have everything to support
not only the
your
wealth,
independent
kind of a
investigation.
success, fulfillment,
The selfie
everything
Krishna
he is
took
enjoying now.
When he hacked
It's
his
just because
gopikas,
he obeyed that
may be
one
available
Guru
for
Vak.
you.
Just only one Guru Vak. And I know within next few years he will become billionaire. Not just millionaire, billionaire.
Whether the Shishubala and his culinary gang, the Shishubala gang
Just listen.
is able to convince
the
you or
success
not
stories.
able to convince you.
Of how
The moment you
breaking from
decide
your
to follow
obsessive, compulsive,
Shishubala's description
reactionary
about
behavior
Krishna, you will reach
liberates-
the same space Shishubala is in.
makes you feel success.
You will
in life.
attract the same kind of people Shishubala like. And
Your
you will
anger, fear, sex, violence,
naturally
all
be in Shishubala's
all
gang
powerlessness
and die, rot,
is
destroy
your
yourself.
obsessive, compulsive,
Listen,
reactionary pattern.
whom you choose to trust, feel connected, you fall into that gang.
Same way, I can give you the other side. How when people don't understand,
Whenever you choose to
their whole
decide,
life is destroyed.
you choose, you decide.
One fellow, he was even brahmachari in the Kailasa, in Adi Kailash, in
to
Indian Sangha.
listen
His name is Vishnu Bharani. I'm
about
telling the name
my
because no other way. Only if I tell the
introduction
name,
about
you guys
me.
will understand.
My
His
definition
father was a
about me.
great devotee, very sincere devotee. He came
You
and cried to me that
enjoy
his son
the space
is
given to
behaving
me
very
by
weird
Paramashiva.
and somehow to heal him.
Now I am introducing me. The
So I
me
studied
in
his whole
me
energy, father's energy,
is
and son's energy.
manifestation of
Father has
cosmic
done
me,
some
Paramashiva Paramburul.
in his life. That
It has
karma
realized
is
the
following
me in you
and
is
that
also
has become
part
like
of
a
Paramashiva.
demon possessing him,
Listen.
and that same thing is happening to his son because he's a great
So
devotee.
sit
He somehow
sincerely
strongly connecting with me.
with the decision. You,
I decided to
me,
save him. I
both
said, all right,
are part of Paramashiva,
let him be here. I told
and
the
that
son,
Paramashiva
the Vishnu Bharani, let him be
is
here.
awakened in me,
I will heal him.
and now giving you
And
this satsang
You be
and
away from
Shakti
him.
Pada,
I don't want both of
Shakti
you together.
Nipada to awaken
So I sent the father back home and he was
Paramashiva
here
in
the ashram.
you.
He slowly
all.
started settling. That ghost, bipolar, started
This is
healing
the
and he started getting healed.
exact,
And settled.
precise, truthful, honest introduction.
But this stupid fellow, the
Of
moment he
what
is
is
healed and he
happening
becomes
now.
all right, his arrogance
me,
comes up and says, I'm going.
As you,
He ran away.
as
I said, all right,
cosmic
what can I do?
Paramashiva.
But after a few days, he realized, being
So
in the
understand.
hometown, I think he's from Ooty,
Sit
he was not able to maintain his health physically, mentally,
with this
collapsed, and he came back.
cognition.
His father also came and tried
Whatever
to
I
me.
am
Said, all right, let him
talking
be
will
here.
become reality in you.
I forgave and I accepted him back.
Whatever I am revealing will become
Again.
reality in you. So first,
After some time, he started beating others.
physics
Now what can be done?
of conscious sovereignty.
And Adinavasis came and started complaining to me.
Conscious
he's beating,
sovereignty
he's abusively,
is the
he's attacking all of us.
ultimate of life.
I told him, don't do this.
Physics of conscious
Be
sovereignty
polite.
is building a body with a spiritual stamina.
I told all the Adinavasis also, just support him. It's okay. He's possessed.
Listen
and he'll
intensely.
become all right. He was in Madurai that time.
Listen
Madurai SSPP.
carefully.
I was not
deeply.
physically there with him. So I told it will take a little time for him to get healed. Just
Every
tolerate
word
and
now
support
I
him. Treat
utter
him,
can
feel him
become
that he's a
your
patient and
realization.
just support him. But that fellow has become so
Your
arrogant.
experience.
Called his father. I
So
told the father.
listen. Building a body with a conscious stamina. Actually, building a body with a spiritual stamina, conscious stamina, is very easy job. Too easy. I can
Crimes has taken over them so powerfully. He took the son and both of them went. I tell you, maybe in within few months, I clearly warned them. Both of you will kill each other. Actually, father died. I told him, see that both of you, the kind of energy you guys carry, you will trigger each other just by your presence with each other. In Hindu tradition, we have a great science called Jyotisha. That science is given for this purpose only. You can see what kind of energies run, what kind of traits run in that person and guide them. I told so much, but both of them, when they were possessed, both of them thought, I am asking the son to be in the ashram to make him work for me. Stupid fellow. He neither contributed nor worked. What a possessed fellow can work? And he's beating everyone around. I told the others to tolerate him. Finally, the father died just by the pressure created by the son. He had a heart attack and died. Not only that, immediately when I came to know that father died, the son realized what I said is true and he begged me, save me, save me. I said, all right, at least now come back to Rajapalayam Adinam. You be alone. Just be there doing some Goseva, all that. Settle down. But unfortunately, his arrogance, he did not come. Now he has actually become mad. Not only became mad, few days before he is sending me the message. You hand over the whole Sangha to me. I want to go for Pariviraj Yatra with the whole Sangha and you take rest. I thought, oh God. And then after a few days he's messaging. Everyone around me thinks, he is messaging that everyone around him thinks that he has gone mad. And he is afraid others are going to kill him. Now itself I am putting it on record. Be very clear. I am putting it on record. Still he is not killed. I am telling you, either he will kill others and go to jail, or he will be killed, or he will commit suicide. No other way. Because it has gone out of my hand. Nobody can save him. Nobody can save him. Even if he give a separate ashram for him, he doesn't want to stay. That karma in the form of ghost has taken over him. His obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern is so strong now. Nobody can save him. Now I put this on record in public. Any one of you try to reach out to him and tell him, educate him, you can't save. He won't listen. Either he will kill someone and go to jail, or he will commit suicide, or somebody will kill him. Because when he tries to attack and tries to kill someone, naturally they will, for self-defense, they will kill him. Unfortunate. Knowingly we can't save people. Obsessive compulsive behavior pattern is too dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Yesterday I have felt such a deep job satisfaction when I saved Indu Priyal. She is worthy of being saved because she is such a sweet person. She was actually literally getting sucked into a very dangerous, self-destructive, obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern. Her listening to my Guru, my words, just saved her. I have so much job satisfaction. Whenever I liberate people from this obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern, I tell you, I can give you thousands of, recently, Jyotika and Bhaktika. Bhaktika has so much anger towards everyone around her. I made a rule when the corona started spreading in India. I sealed all the ashrams. Because I know, even if you don't die by corona, your power manifesting ability will greatly be destroyed and drastically reduced if you are attacked by corona. So I sealed the whole ashram, all ashrams. I was so vigilant. But this Bhaktika, such cunning, extremely disobedient, anger, violence towards everyone. Bhaktika and Jyotika both. It's like a ganging up. Did not shut down the Tiruvannamalai campus just because I put them as in charge. They thought it's their ashram. Did not obey me. This just obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. If some rule is put, we will not ask why, what, all that. We will just crash. We know how to cheat. We know how to break. So that gives a kind of a kick. Finally, who suffered? Bhaktika suffered corona. She did not die. One good thing. Good thing she is alive. But now, how much I have to work to make her do power manifestation? To recover her, to manifest powers. Same way Jyotika. So much violence on everyone around. She did not wait 5 minutes in Madurai SSJP for Annamaya to open the gate. So much anger. Oh, I have come. You can't open the door. Why are you making me wait? She just went away to Rajabalayam. They came and reported to me. I said, okay, let her face her obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. She just fell into chicken pox. Only one pattern. I said, all right, if they are not ready to listen, I told so much. Drop this pattern. Behave yourself. Bring Paramashanta inside your space. So much I told. It's directly guided. But did not listen. 5 minutes it took for Annamaya to open the door to let her in. Just for that 5 minutes, she can't stand out and she went away to the other campus, branch, other ashram. I said, okay, let her face her pattern. Just next day, chicken pox. Yes, she'll be out of chicken pox. I will protect her, heal her, all that. But the pain, she only has to go through. I can give you thousands of examples. One of the worst pattern for Jyotika is she will be so loving and caring in the phone. Same person, if she sees in the directly, physically, face to face, she will literally destroy that person in anger and violence. She can't tolerate people. I said, this is your obsessive compulsive reactionary. Don't destroy yourself. Work on this pattern, heal yourself and learn to live with people. If you drop this pattern and learn to live with people, you will manifest powers. She was not ready to listen. I tell you guys, some of the best people I have are those who broke all the obsessive compulsive reactionary patterns. I gave just few Guru walks to Guru Charana to break her obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern. She took 1 or 2 years to work on it, but when she broke that, she started manifesting such power. Anyone she talks, they get physically healed, mentally healed, consciously getting enriched. They become part of the Sangha. They are also enriched and they start enriching others. It's a power manifestation. I tell you guys, I can give you millions of case studies for this side. People who obeyed, who listened and broke their obsessive compulsive behavior pattern, obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern. Same way, I can give you the example this side. People who did not listen and started judging me. Oh, he's asking me to be here, I think, to get work out of me. Who wants your work and what you guys have done? I tell you, instead of making sannyasis, if I just get people higher and make them work, if they don't work, fire, I would have achieved 1,000 times more work with 1% of the money I spent on training my sannyasis last 20 years. Last 20 years, the money I spent on training my sannyasis, time, treasure, talent, everything I spent on training my sannyasis, brahmacharis, balasans, Kailasavasis. Even 1% if I spend and start hiring professionals, they would have done 1,000 times more work. In this training of the sannyasis, how much of wealth got destroyed? Not just their inefficiency, their violence. I know some of the fellows who are brahmacharis, when they are angry, they will destroy digital equipments. like cameras. They will throw. I tell you, if I bothered about the productivity work, if I adopt the strategy of hire and fire, hire people, get the work done. If they don't work, fire. I would have got 1,000 times more work with just 1% of the money I spent on my sannyasis and the money they destroyed in course of their training. And not only that, these many of the Adinavasis, so-called Adinavasis who come, when they do big crimes like destroy too much money and too much things, they just disappear. Don't want to face. But they cannot escape. Karma is going to go after them. You can't escape from karma. Only the Guru's protection will save you from karma. When you do Guru Droha and Sangha Droha, how that karma can be escaped? No one can escape from the karma of Sangha Droha or Guru Droha. Wherever they go, it will haunt them. Whatever good you have done to Guru and Sangha, that good karma will come. Same way, whatever bad you have done, that bad karma cannot be escaped. You can't escape from that bad karma. Only an enlightened being does not have karma. Only an incarnation can save you from your karma. Listen carefully. When a guru gives a guru walk, never judge him. Oh, maybe this is the reason he is telling that. That is the reason he is telling. Yes, no reason other than taking care of you, liberating you, saving you. Many times I have told people, hey, this is the time you and your husband should be away from each other. You and your mother should be away from each other. You and your brother should be away from each other. Means when there is a karma trait, karma connection running through them, one agitates the other with extreme compulsive reactionary patterns. I tell them, be away, be separated for some time. It will be good for you, otherwise both of you will irreparably destroy each other. Whoever listened, obeyed, they survived. When they try to give their own reason for my guidance, then who can save them? That is up to their life. Same way, sometimes I will tell people, hey, you be with this person will train you and clear all your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary patterns. That's why exactly I told Jyotika, be with Annamaya. She will exactly point your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern, and you have a great opportunity to complete and liberate yourself. She was not ready. Then I said, all right, what can be done? Guru Vak can save you from wasting years and years in pain and suffering. In your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behaviors and patterns. Same way, not listening, giving your own reasons for Guru Vak and not listening to Guru Vak and not breaking this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behavior pattern, suffocating yourself. Who can save you? I don't know. Some of the best people I have seen in my life, best disciples I have produced, are the people who broke this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behavior. Some of the worst people I have seen are not breaking this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern and suffocating themselves with it and blaming everyone for it. Sometimes the instruction will be too simple. Once Dhyanatma was suffering in a pattern, I just told her, you shave your head, that's all. Just shaving the head. She became all right, completely all right from that pattern. She just saved herself. Sometimes even repeatedly advising people don't listen. Dvaita Varchita, I am telling you clearly, no medicine will heal you, nothing will heal you. Only aligning to Kailasa lifestyle, to Guru Vak and Kailasa will heal you. You try anything you want, nothing will heal you. Go anywhere you want, nothing will heal you. You are suffering with obsessive compulsive behavior pattern, that reactionary pattern, and you suffocate yourself with it and abuse everyone. Nobody can save you unless you come to the listening to Guru Vak. Same way Purna Priya. The way you are building your arrogance, you will destroy yourself completely. Purna Priya, you are crossing your limits. You will see. I am putting all this on public record, so that you guys can verify later on whether they broke their obsessive compulsive behavior, that reactionary patterns and suffocation, and saved themselves or destroyed themselves. People think their obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern is very cute, and they identify themselves with it, and they feel that is their freedom. It is like calling your shit as your food. Your shit can never be your food. Your tumor can never be your muscle. Build muscles, not tumors. You are trying to associate yourself with your cancerous tumors. You think your cancerous tumors are your muscles, and that's very cute. No. Understand what is your cancer and what is your muscle. Not understanding is not cute. When you don't understand and don't listen to Guru Vak, the way you destroy yourself becomes irreparable, irretrievable. In few days, I'll give you guys the update about this Vishnu Bharani. Now, I told openly, some of you, maybe your his friends, try to call him and advise him, protect him. You can't, because he won't listen to anyone. That karma, that ghost has taken over him. It has already killed his father. Now it is running through him. I felt so bad because I told the father so many times, hey, don't you understand? You already tried. He came back when he thought he is all right. But what happened in few days, you know. Why are you doing this to yourself? He thought, oh, my son has become now all right. Why should he not work for me? Why should he work for Swamiji? Hey, he's not working. He's only hitting at everyone. He thought we are like a mental asylum. And once the boy is healed, he can take him back. I said, hey, it is not that he is permanently healed. It's a karma trial. But what to do? Even after his father died, only few days he had that clarity. Oh, I missed the life. But then again, the delusion came back. I can give thousands and thousands of references. How people destroyed themselves with this reactionary, suffocating, compulsive behaviors, and how they flare up with that reactionary, compulsive, suffocating behavior. Vaitavarchita, don't worry, I will never stop spending for you. I'm not talking because I need to spend money on your health and your treatment, nothing. No. I will never stop. I'll give you more than what you want. If you ask for 1,000 things, I'll give you 1,500 things. I'll say, have this also and enjoy. But you should know very clearly, you will never get out of your problems. Because the problem is pattern. Your arrogance, not real disease. There is no real disease. And wherever you go, you won't be able to save yourself. I know it. You will only destroy yourself and others. Same way, Purna Priya. I don't know whether they are even listening. They may be hearing. I don't know whether they are listening. I can give 1,000 examples. I know one fellow who all the time used to give torture to everyone in the name of he is having back pain. I told him, hey, all you need is just yoga and get out of this pattern. He thought, I don't want to spend money on his treatment, but I spent so much. And I never said no for money or treatment. I said, have all treatment you want, but no treatment will help you. Know that very clearly. It's a pattern. You just need yoga and get out of this pattern. He did not listen. He disappeared. Now, because he disappeared, whether the pattern is there or not, pain is there or not, he has to tolerate and live and justify his decision just to prove his decision is right. He will suffer all kinds of patterns and he won't be able to handle himself. I have seen all kinds of people. Now almost 27 years of public life from 1996 and 41st Chaturmasya is coming. This year Chaturmasya will be 41st Chaturmasya. I think at the age of 3 I started the first Chaturmasya. So this coming Chaturmasya from this Guru Purnima to Navaratri will be 41st Chaturmasya. It's 41 years of spiritual life and 26 years of public life. I have seen all kinds of people. Let us all plan together this 41st Chaturmasya. Let us spend on Shastra Adhyayana, spiritual scripture reading and empowering ourselves through the spiritual scriptures. Let's make this Chaturmasya as a special for spiritual scriptures reading, Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, all the commentaries, books I wrote. Let's spend time and energy on studying it and enriching the whole world with it. I have 3 projects. Want to do these 3 for this Chaturmasya. All over the world, at least in 100 countries, I want the Rathotsava to happen. Like taking the chariot, how we used to do in India, Kodikan Darsana Radayatri. The Ratha with Paramashiva will go from one place to another. We had many Rathas in India. It will go from temple to temple, place to place. And we had, even in Malaysia, we had Rathotsava. Same way I want in US, Canada, all the countries where the Sangha is large enough. I think more than 100 countries we have Sangha large enough to conduct the Ratha Yatra from Guru Purnima to Navaratri. That's one. And from Guru Purnima to Navaratri, I want all the 100 countries, Annalayas, to be open to people. Give free food with the free library. Have a beautiful large library for people to come and read. And free food. One book, my Bhagavad Gita, will be gift. They cannot take any other book from the library. All books they can read, they can eat as much as they want. When they go, they can carry any amount of prasadam they want. One book, Bhagavad Gita, my Bhagavad Gita commentary as a gift. I want this project, Annalaya, food for stomach and food for consciousness, both, to be provided in all our ashrams all over the world. I think we should start printing Bhagavad Gita now itself and distributing it to all the ashrams all over the world. Procure all the food, everything needed. All the ashrams should provide this. In all countries all over the world. All Kailasas should do this. One, Ratha Yatra. Second, this, Annalaya and Jnanalaya, open. I tell you guys, if you start serving others, easily you will get out of many obsessive, compulsive, reactionary patterns and suffocations, because obsessive, compulsory, reactionary patterns are always centered on selfishness, arrogance, violence. If you start serving others, everything will become all right. Everything will become all right. Listen carefully. The first project, Ratha Yatra. Even in Ratha Yatra, we can do Annadana and distribute Bhagavad Gita. Second project, in all ashrams, opening the library and Annalaya freely. I tell you, this is a special instructions for Los Angeles Temple. If you want Paramashiva to manifest intensely in the temple and in your life, all Los Angeles Sangha, listen. If you start these 2 projects, Los Angeles Sangha, if you start these 2 projects, in temple free Annalaya and Jnanalaya, and distributing Bhagavad Gita to people who come to temple, and free food. Whatever food they want to carry, they can carry also. If you guys start doing this, wealth and everything, all the best things will be showered on you guys. And Paramashiva more and more will manifest in temple also. Now it is up to you guys. The third project, it's one of the best spiritual practice, Madhugari Bhiksha. Go from house to house, door to door. Collect whatever people can contribute. 1 handful of rice, $1, or any small 1 kg vegetable, anything people give. It is not just fundraising. That is the way to reach out to people. I tell you, begging is the best non-violent spiritual way of mobilizing a spiritual movement, mission. Now I revealed the secret. Begging is the way. I led this whole spiritual revolution, this revival of Kailasa. Begging is the most powerful, best non-violent methodology of mobilizing people for any great revolution. Buddha used it. From the time Hindu sannyasis used this, from time immemorial, Adi Shankara used it. It is given as a lifestyle for sannyasis, not just to collect something from people. That is the way you will reach out to people and enrich people. This is the most powerful non-violent way of mobilizing people for a spiritual revolution. Whoever listens to me, understand this. It's a most powerful strategy for a spiritual revolution. Go around from house to house, place to place, collect handful of rice or $1, whatever they can give. In the initial few days, you will not understand what I am saying. But within these few weeks, within that 4-month Chaturmasya period, if you start on Guru Purnima, and by Navaratri, you will realize this, what I am saying. This is the best way to mobilize people. Non-violent way of mobilizing people for a spiritual revolution. Revival of Kailasa. Whatever may be your background status, every day decide to spend 1 or 2 hours. Madhugari Bhiksha for Kailasa. Over. You will see the result. That's the way I started. This whole revival of Kailasa. People were mobilized using Madhugari Bhiksha as a strategy. See, the moment people see me coming for Bhiksha, they know I am not here just for food. Because they know, hey, this person, does he need food? You can see how satisfied and fulfilled he is. He doesn't look like a beggar. Then he is here for some other reason. They get curious and inquire about me. Who are you? Why are you here? What is happening? Then they get connected when I explain everything. And then they join me. That is the way this whole revival of Kailasa happened. I can tell with all pride. நாங்க பிச்சை எடுக்காத ரோடே இல்ல, நாடே இல்லடா. நாங்க பிச்சை எடுக்காத ரோடு இல்ல, நாங்க பிச்சை எடுக்காத நாடே இல்லடா உலகத்துல. That is the way, the most non-violent way. I mobilized people from all over the world for this great spiritual revival of Kailasa. This great spiritual revolution, Kailasa. You should carry Bhagavad Gita books with you. Even if they give $1, you should give them one book. Then they will understand you are not here for begging, collecting, you are here for giving. But when you want to give, nobody opens themselves up. They feel, why should we receive? But if you are asking for something, they feel superior and they try to give. And then after they give, if you give the book, they say, okay, give. If you directly give book, they don't want to listen. They don't want to hear. They think you are here for converting people. You are here for brainwashing people. You are here with some cunning strategy. Go with a begging bowl and ask them something. Then they open up. When they give something, give them this book. This is a prasada, please have it. That's it. If you beg, you will open more number of people's heart than if you gift Bhagavad Gita to people. Begging is the most powerful non-violent strategy for mobilizing people for spiritual revolution. You would have never looked at begging from this angle. நாங்க பிச்சை எடுத்து பச்சடி பண்ணவங்க இல்ல, கிச்சடி பண்ணவங்களடா. பிச்சை எடுக்கிறதுல PhD பண்ணவங்கடா. So understand this science. பிச்சை எடுத்து கிச்சடியோ பச்சடியோ பண்ணவங்க இல்ல நாங்க. பிச்சை எடுக்கிறதுல PhD பண்ணவங்க. Let us plan for this 3 project. For coming 41st Chaturmasya, so with this, the essence of today's satsang is break from all obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behaviors, patterns, and stop suffocating yourself and stop blaming others for your suffocations and stop using others' name. Oh, they put this pattern on me, this person put this pattern on me. Dvaita Varjita, for you only. Stop blaming others. This person put this pattern on me. That person told me to be like this. Stop blaming others. Your life is in your hands. Blaming others will not save yourself. And I have also seen people telling, oh, I tried my best. I feel like I will lose my mind will break. Ah, God. Actually, your mind should break. That is what is enlightenment. If you feel that your mind will break, you will lose your mind, you should you are on right track. You should break the mind. You should lose the mind. That is the way enlightenment happens. Now, I have seen people telling, oh, I feel like I tried my best. I feel like I may lose my mind. My mind will break. Actually, you should lose your mind. That's the way enlightenment happens. You should break your mind. That's the way enlightenment happens. Enlightenment is the state beyond mind. Oh, I tried my best. There is nothing called trying your best. Simply doing it is the only best. Nothing else can be called as best. I tried my best is the cunning way of cheating yourself. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being super consciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Paramadvaitam, Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, super consciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे
श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्तृ सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ 93 गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्व
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Shivoham.